Hope you have had a great week. It's Monday morning. I am full of a cold. I don't want to participate in today at all, but needs must, and things to do. Don't want to let anyone down. Going to price a job first. Just a set of timber French doors that the lady's struggling with. She just wants a quote for the minute, so I'm going to go and do that. That's in Brighton, and then I'm heading all the way down to Bognor. I wouldn't normally travel that far, it's a bit far for me, but it's for a friend who rents a property out there, so it's a good hour. It's a good hour's drive, possibly longer actually, because it's rush hour. Yeah, so he's going to go down there. It's another set of timber French doors that are swollen up, so they're not closing very well. So we're going to plane the back edge of that down, and then recut the hinges in, because they're rebaited, so that's the easier way to do it. That way you don't have to mess about with the lock and the handle and everything else. And there's also a problem with the front door deadlock, so he's asked me to look at that as well, so we're going to go get that done. I did a few quotes over the weekend for people, but nothing. Oh no, one of them did come back to me and say, yeah, they want to go ahead, but it won't be till the end of the week. Waiting to hear back from a couple of other people, but yeah. Other than that, it's well, that is it. That is all that's booked in for me at the moment. But if you're a locksmith, as you know, in this industry, that can change at any time. Right, let's go and quote this job and then head down to Bognor. Okay, this is the problem with the deadlock on the front door. Oh, look at that, it's just worked this time. But yeah, it's really, really bad. But just a minute ago, when I unlocked it, the bolt only retracted half the way, so it needs replacing, unfortunately. So there you go, look. So I've just taken the key out and the bolt's not retracted the full way, so that's knackered, so it needs replacing. I'll also sort this front door lock out. There's a screw missing from there, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's all loose, so I'll get that sorted. Right, that's the night latch back on, all screwed up, all tight, and a new deadlock there. That's looking nice. That's locked. And then from the outside, that's closed. That's locked. That's done. Right, what I've done with the back doors is, so it was catching quite badly down there before. But what I've managed to do, I've undone this door and I've chopped that hinge in a bit further, and it's just sort of opened that gap up a fraction, and now this door is now free. It's not catching on that at all. It's closing and locking. Right, and then from the inside, that's unlocked. That's working lovely now. It's clearing down there. Locked. Right, back home. So I went to look at I priced the job. I've got that. I'm doing it Wednesday. It's just some adjustments on a sash lock. It's really tight. There's a draft excluder on the frame, and it's causing a problem with the door closing. It's really tight, and you really got to lean on it. So I'm just adjusting the keep basically. So I'm doing that. I'm going to overhaul the sash lock as well. So I'm doing that Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm going back to a job. On my previous video, but I actually did some work. So not the one that you saw last week where I was just saying thank you. And by the way, thank you. While I'm here, there's been a massive increase in subscribers, and yeah, welcome along everyone. But thank you for subscribing. I hit the 2,000 mark last week. Who'd have thought that, to be fair? Honestly, like I said in my previous video, I never thought I'd get 200 people, let alone 2,000. And you know what? Little shout out to Brian James. He's been getting a bit of shit lately, actually, from various people. I don't know who these people are, but I know he's been getting shit. People giving him a bit of a hard time. I think he does fantastic videos. I love his videos. But yeah, unfortunately, there are some dickheads out there that like to leave dickhead comments and send him dickhead messages. We all get it, but it's part and parcel of it. And I said in one of my previous videos before that it's part of the reason, you know, that it took me so long to actually to do this. I thought about doing it. I thought there's not much out there like it for locksmiths, but I didn't want to deal with the haters, but you just got to brush it off. Little keyboard warriors. So yeah, anyway, I'm going back to Brian. Carry on what you're doing, mate. We love it. Yeah, so anyway, previous video, I fitted some Keeler-like cylinders, Pro Locks I used. It was a Keeler-like rim cylinder and Euro cylinder. But there's a bit of a misunderstanding between myself and the customer. He did want them Keeler-like, but he didn't want, he wanted a restricted keyway, which he never mentioned and I didn't pick up on. So anyway, it is what it is. I've ordered him some restricted cylinders, so we're going for the ICO R50s rim cylinder and Euro. So I'm going to just go and swap them over tomorrow. I'm actually passing there tomorrow, so it's I'm only charging him the extra on top of what I've already charged him for these restricted ones. And then I'll just get the Pro Locks ones back with all the keys. Speaking of Pro Locks, stock delivery today. I'm really enjoying these cylinders. I like them. So yeah, I'm slowly, from my bog standard cylinders, I'm slowly sort of going from the Versa, obviously, to the Pro Locks. So we're slowly using the Versa up and getting rid of them. Over to the Pro Locks. Yeah, I like them. Steve Lockman, shout out. Right, that's gonna be me for today. I feel pretty shocked. I say, it's gonna be it. It won't be, will it? If I get an emergency and I'm gonna go out and do it. But yeah, I still feel pretty shocking. You know, when you wake up in the morning when you've got a cold and you start and you just think, oh no, I can't do this today. But as the day wears on and you're taking paracetamol and, you know, some Lemsip capsules, you start feeling a little bit better, don't you? But still feel shit. Morning, guys. Right, so another day. All I've got today is those cylinders that I'm changing over for the restricted keyways, the ICO ones. That's all that's booked in at the moment. I'm going to go and meet Danny Gardner for a coffee because he's doing a couple of quotes in Brighton, or he's got a quote and a job to do in Brighton, so we're going to meet up for a coffee. And that's it, yeah. So I'll keep you posted if anything else comes in. Right, so that's these security cylinders done, so that's that one changed over. I've got the ICO one there, Keeler-like. Right, that is the cylinders changed around. It's easy enough. So he's happy. I apologise just in case he thought that it was my fault, but he also apologised for the misunderstanding. So we're all good. I haven't charged him any additional labour. I've literally went there for free. All I've done is charge him the additional amount for the cylinders, like I said. So that's all done. Forgot to say, look, I've got a little sticker collection going on. Couldn't get my bearings then. Pro Lock, this one's from South Coast Locksmiths. I bought some bits on eBay. I'm starting to do a little bit of pinning. So yeah, that sticker come with some bits that I bought. So if you've got any stickers that you want to send me to go up here, drop me a message and I'll send you my address and you can send me some stickers and we'll get some stickers up there. There must be loads of lock sporters. I know you lock sporters love a little sticker. Come on, get it up there. Right, I'm gonna go and do some pinning. Right, what we're doing here, guys, is we've got a British Standard Yale sash. that's just not, it's not latching. You've really got to force yourself sort of onto the door. Go. There you go, it's just latched now, so that's really tight. So we're gonna just move the keep out a little bit that way, run a bit of decorator's cork down the back of that. But we're also going to give the lock a bit of an overhaul, because sometimes it's a bit difficult to actually lock it. But she's just found the original key, which is good, which is working a bit better. So, but we're still going to take the lock out, give it a bit of a spray up and a clean, and then put it back in. Yeah, there we go. So we're just going to move, just going to down that line there, just chop this forward a little bit, just to take it out, to make it a little bit easier. This draft excluder here is not helping. Right, there you go. So I've pulled it forward by about 1.5 mm. So I'll put one screw in there and one screw in there, repilot these holes with the centering bit, so that should find new holes, and then we'll give that a test. All right, so we've just got 2 screws in there, so at least if it still don't work, I've still got another option for the top and bottom screw. So let's give that a go. That's nice. Yeah, it's locking now. Don't have to force that at all. Beautiful. And the bottom one, yeah, that's all working. So we're just going to whip this out quickly, give it a bit of an overhaul, and I can now put those 2 screws in as well, put a bit of cork down there, and then we're done. Quick little tip for any new locksmiths: if you've got to take a handle off like this, it's normally better to be able to take the inside handle off. You'll find the screws are normally in a bit of a better condition. There's a screw missing now. I've taken that one out, there's one missing. But yeah, actually on this one, it's not too bad. The handle's not that old, but I'm still gonna go the inside. Right, so that's the lock out. I've taken it apart, I've overhauled it, given it all a good clean up. I forgot my little tool that goes through the spindle, which holds all the spring up. So and the spring popped out, so I've just had to refit all that. But right, we can get this back in the door, and we are done. Give the locks back in. I'll give the handles a bit of a squirt up as well, a bit of squirt through there to get to this handle. Right, we're done, guys. So that's back in, all overhauled, working lovely. Bottom lock's working lovely. I've given it a spray up as well, but that was all working. It's closing, locking, and locking. We are done. I was just going to give you a really quick tour of this place. It's an Airbnb in central Brighton. Lovely little place though. So the people that own it live in the place there next door. Upstairs to a little mezzanine bedroom up there, got a little lounge, and then a little shower room there. Cupboard there. Nice, isn't it? Don't have a kitchen, but I mean, if you're going to eat out everywhere, which most people do, they've done these little things, these little drawings, so stuff that's close by tells you how far it is. Cute. Right, that's us done. So see you on the next job. So just changing this to a Euro deadlock. The handles there, deadlock, thumb turn. Right, there we have it. Pro lock cylinder. That's locked. Unlocked. Keep's gone in there. A little bit of make it good on the top there, because that's where the old keep was, just there. And thumb turn on the inside. Good morning, friends. It's another day. It's beautiful out there today.
Red light, speed camera.
So we've got 2 jobs on today. We are going to do a fresh fit night latch for a customer in Hove. I'm actually doing this for a letting agent I've got to do work for. I'm going over to Kemp Town, job that I done probably well over a year ago. I changed a night latch. I think I changed the night latch, or the door wasn't closing properly. And I fitted a door closer onto the door as well. It's a communal door. I think there's only two flats in the property. But since I've been there, they've had decorators there. The decorators took the door off apparently, and now the door's not closing again. So I'm not sure whether they've put the door closer back on incorrectly, or what they've done, or whether they've messed about with the hinges, or yeah, or what. So I'm going to go and have a look at that and see if I can get that sorted as well. What am I doing? Oh, this afternoon I've got an appointment at Brighton Town Hall. Me and Sarah are getting married in July, and I've got to go down there. We had to do a what's it called? Like an announcement of getting married at the town hall. It's not reading your banns. If you have your banns read, that's if you're getting married in a church, but we're getting married in a registry office. So yeah, notice of marriage, that's it. Let's go do a notice of marriage. But I could not find my divorce paper from my previous marriage. I had everything else. I had a pile of paperwork like that. Everything was in it, apart from my certificate. So I've had to reapply. I've had to get another certificate sent out, and then I've got to take that down. Otherwise I won't be able to get married. What if I lose it? Anyway, got to take that down, and then we'll see what else comes in. I've got a couple of jobs tomorrow. I'm going to Seaford tomorrow to do a cylinder change in the morning. On the way back, I'm doing a window mechanism, and then from there, I'm going to do some van locks. Now, this guy contacted me about 2 weeks ago for a price. He'd already bought the van locks from Locks for Vans. Asked me for a price to fit 4 locks. So he's got 2 cab locks, side door, rear barn doors. So I gave him a cost, and he said, okay, he'll chat to his business partner and get back to me. But I never heard anything. And then 2 days ago, he phoned me and said that he had tried to fit them himself. And I presume it's on the rear barn door. And he's cut the hole in the wrong place. So he was asking if there's any way that I could make it good, but obviously I don't do welding and stuff like that. It sounds like he's going to need some sort of plate welded on there. But also my concern would be, once he's done that, is that that's then a weak point. If that's, well, I don't know. It depends where he's done it and how close it is to where the lock's got to go. But he's now phoned me. So I said to him I wouldn't be able to help with that. But then yesterday he texted me and said, would I be able to go and fit the other 3, which is 2 cab locks and the side load door. So we're going to go there tomorrow and get them done for him. Just quickly, some of you guys that might have seen some of my previous videos know that I was raving about the the tracer pencil. Now, I've since gone off it a little bit, only because the holder that this goes into, this is a Pica one. So this is oh crikey, can't even see, can you, because of the sun. This one here, the Pica, good pencil, love the holder, and the lead comes out and you sharpen it down the bottom here like that. My problem with this one is that the lead doesn't seem to be anywhere near as tough as what the tracer ones were. This one's snapping all the time. So in the set, or in what I bought, I only got the pencil and you only get 1 lead, and that's nearly gone already, and I've only had that 2 or 3 weeks maybe, whereas these were lasting way longer. And in the set I got a whole pack of new leads and the yellow leads as well. So there's pros and cons to both, in my opinion. The pros of this one, that the lead's better, the pencil's good, the leads are better. But it was this clip on the tracer snapped, and I keep this in my pocket with this bit sticking out my pocket, and you just got to pull the pencil and that stays in there. So there's pros and cons for both. So like I say, the case that this goes in, not as good on the tracer. This one's brilliant, but the leads aren't so good. So what I might do, I think the leads from the tracer go in the Pica. So I'm going to buy another set of tracer leads and put them in there, because I actually prefer this pencil, like I say, but it's just the leads. The leads are a bit soft, they snap. Choose your weapon. Okay, so we put in the night latch on here. Just a standard Yale. I'm going to put a Prolux cylinder on though, because they need, they need 4 keys actually. And these only come with 2 keys, and I haven't set the new key cutting machine up in my van as yet, so I'm just going to stick a Prolux cylinder on there that come with 5, so it's going to go up there. There's actually another door here with a sash lock on it, which also goes into the flat, which he locks. So he wants to be able to lock that one and this one. She's still going. Right, so obviously it's a YAL 89 double locking, but you can remove that function. Someone commented on one of my previous videos about they would never fit these because it's dangerous. If someone wants to go out, lock the door, then whoever's in can't get out. But you can disable that function just by for that function to work. This little arrow here needs to be in line with that one. And all you do is you spin that around and it sort of disables that function. So I'm not sure if whoever that was, I can't remember who it was, knew that, but yeah, that's all you do. Right, there you go, that's the night latch fitted. So yeah, so you can't, the key won't turn that way to double lock it, so you can't physically double lock it. You can only turn it that way to open it. Right, so get the keep on there with this architrave. Right, we are done. Lovely, lovely. Put a bit of cork around there. I had a little bit of a boo-boo. I put the keep about 1 millimetre too far in because it's got this, I didn't realise this strip down here, like a draft excluder. So I fitted it originally as it all a bit tight, so I just had to pull it out and put a little bit of cork down there. Never mind. Screws all facing up as always. And oh my days. Right, the night latch is all done. Literally went about to close it, test it from the outside. Realised there's no handle on the outside to actually pull the door shut. So come down from my van to get a cylinder pull, took it back up, and I'm not going to be able to show you this, but the cylinder doesn't fit through it. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm just going to try and notch a little bit out of the inner circle there, just using the Magi burr on the end of that. These Magi burrs, they've got so many more uses than just drilling out locks. I've used it for widening plates, and I'm going to use it for this. Yeah, they're brilliant. But yeah, I'm going to try and just take a little bit of that inner circle there, and try and get the cylinder to fit. What a mare. Right. Hopefully it's all I've done. It's just taken that little section out there. As best there. Hopefully now, top of the cylinder will go through. Still tight. We're just in there. That is a cosy old fit. It's not properly in there yet. I'll give it a little tap. But yeah, I think we're going to be all right. Oh, it doesn't go any further than that, because that's the depth of the actual the recess there. So that's it. So that's how it's going to fit. So it just looks like it's poking out a little bit, but it's going to be solid. So on it. Okay, we're done. Inside. I can now close the door. Otherwise, there's nothing else on the door, and it just wasn't showing. Yeah, we're done. Right, so the problem we've got is, obviously I fitted this night latch last year, I think, and fitted the door closer. Now, the door has since been taken off to be painted at the front, but they took it off to strip it, and I'm not too sure why it was taken off. I don't don't see the reason why they needed to take it off. But anyway, in doing so, they put the door closer back on in the wrong place. Basically, these arms should be coming out at a right angle there. And I've just checked my original video, and that's how I fitted it. But the problem is that the door, since they've, I'm not going to be able to show you this because it won't pick it up, but since they've stripped the door, there's now a twist in the door. And what they've done to get over that, they've refitted the door, but they pulled the top hinges out that way and the middle one that way, and obviously left that one in there. But what it does, it causes a problem down this edge where there's a big gap down there and it's tighter up there. Now that's right, if you've got a twist in a door, that's the right thing to do. You would, on the hinge side, you'd pull that out to get over that. If I now pull that back in, it's going to make the gap down here even worse. It's going to make it like that, which I don't know. I mean, that's huge. Can't have that like that. So what the main thing is, what we're going to try and do first is, this door only shuts sometimes. It's not shutting all the time. Oh, it only just caught then. That's to do with the door closer. So I'm going to refit the door closer where it should be. But don't know if I'm going to be able to do any more than that because of the twist in the door. I slammed that time, but I'm gonna move that and fit that back to where it should be, and then we're gonna go from there. Right, so we've refitted the door closer back to where it should be, and I've made some adjustments, and now the door's closing every time. So that's all working. What I will do, I'm going to get a cost for some draft excluder to go on the outside here, just to cover these gaps. We've got a 15mm gap at the top, but obviously goes down to nothing down there. And on this side, it's not as bad. We've got about a 5 or 6mm gap down there. When the door's closed, it goes up to nothing up there. So I'm going to get a cost for some draft excluder. Right, so I've reported back to the property management company about the door issues there, and gonna sort out a price for some draft excluder. The trouble is, it's a difficult one, that one, because the guy in the flat below is adamant that the door wasn't warped or twisted prior to it being stripped. And now obviously they've stripped the door and it's caused these problems. The only way I can see around it is by putting a draft excluder. If I was to bring that hinge back in, like I explained at the top, it would just kick the bottom corner out even more. So I think we're gonna have to try and go for some kind of draft excluder around and see what we can do there. Good morning, you lovely little bunch. It's Friday, we've made it. So today I've got quite a busy day. So I've got to go to my lockup first to grab my van lock installation kit, which is obviously my air compressor and my air saw and rivet guns and all that sort of stuff, and my tools for that. Then I've got to go to Seaford to fit a Euro cylinder. Then on the way back from Seaford, I'm going into my mum's in Peacehaven because they've got a problem with a window, a UPVC window not opening. Then we are going to Woodindean to fit 3 locks on a Mercedes Sprinter. And then I've got to go to Horsham to measure up for a cylinder. Now this lady, I think I'm gonna have to measure it. I've got a couple of AP cylinders in stock, but she wants the Apex AP 3-star. So it all depends if I've got one in stock or not. But yeah, gonna go up there and measure that and get that ordered. So yeah, busy day, full on day. It's lovely, nice to be busy again. It's been weird. It's been a strange couple of weeks. Last week was fairly dead. Week before that and right back to New Year has been manic, which has been brilliant. This week's been better than last week, but still not back to normal. So let's have it. Right, so we're doing a, oh, it's already marked out, look at that. We're doing a van lock on this Mercedes Sprinter, so we're doing that one. We're doing the passenger door as well, and the side load, we're doing one as well. Bless them, they did try, they're converting this into a camper, and they did try to do the rear barn, but I haven't looked at it, but he said he's messed it up. Yeah, unfortunately. Right, we are done. So that's this one. Cab done. And like I say, we're not doing the back. That one. And we've got the side load door there. Open. And we've got this one up here. And there we go, we're done. Right, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you again for watching, as always. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the new subscribers and for helping me get to 2,000 subscribers. It's amazing. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, please. Any nice comments, as always, down below. Give us a little follow if you're new to me, you know, finding me now. Give us a little follow on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram as well. And have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next weekend. Love you all, guys.